right, so I'm in week 5, and it's definitely time to increase my dose. So I take my dose on Friday, and the appetite suppression's going pretty good most of the week, right up until about Thursday. And I start to kind of get hungry. So definitely need to go up from the 2.5 to the 5 milligram. So I'm excited about that. I just bought a month at 2.5, so I'm going to be on that another month. So I'll start the 5 in 3 weeks or so. So I'll just kind of have to deal with it. This week was tough because Thursday just happened to be right when my dose is wearing off Thanksgiving. So I needed some willpower there, but it ended up working out. So things are still going pretty good. This last week, I lost about 2 pounds, so the weight loss kind of slowing down a little bit. Thanksgiving had a lot to do with that. Week prior to that, I think it was 2 or 3 pounds. But all in all, I'm at about 16 pounds of weight loss. For the first 5 weeks, I'm pretty impressed with that. Energy's good, blood pressure's down, sleep apnea is still there, but much better. I feel great. The one thing that I'm seeing a lot on the internet is the loss of muscle mass on GLP-1s. You do get muscle loss, so it's imperative that while you're doing GLP-1 therapy, that you're eating a low-carb diet and a high-protein diet. The other thing that's imperative is resistance training. So you need to be doing both of those. They did do a study where if you are doing resistance training and a high-protein diet, you can almost negate the muscle loss to 0. So definitely need to be doing that. It's just going to compound your results as well. The other thing too, a lot of information on the internet about, hey, you totally want to avoid these because of the muscle loss. It's not necessarily true. If you do see for example, if you see a very obese person, sometimes they'll have large calves and that sort of thing. So basically they have a lot of muscle mass that if they lose the weight, they don't necessarily need those big muscles. For example, in this example with the person with the large calves, you lost the weight, so you don't necessarily need those large calves to hold up all the extra weight. So, that's a good thing. You don't want to lose a lot of muscle mass though, so you kind of want it proportional to your weight loss. And a good way to do that, it's a must, resistance training and diet. If your doctor or your pharmacist isn't talking to you about that, they need to be. But make sure you're doing that. So I'm on week 5. Really excited about it. Blood pressure is good. Sleep apnea is good. Energy's good. So really excited about going into week 6 and increasing the dose. GI side effects are tolerable, and I'm using those to my benefit as far as helping with the eating appetite cessation. The other thing too is I had the most incredible story happen this week in the pharmacy. You can look at that right here, but basically there's a tie-in to Alzheimer's and GLP-1 therapy. So really interesting story. Take a look at that. Other than that, we'll see you next week, and things are going great. Really happy with the GLP-1 Zepbound therapy. Make sure you're doing the resistance training. Make sure you're doing the high protein, low carb diet.